Hello, 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 hello. How's it going, people? Welcome to stream. Welcome, 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 welcome. It is Sunday, the 20th of July. And of course, our team has landed in Singapore. Preseason is kicking off in full gear. We are about to play AC Milan, Newcastle, Spurs in Hong Kong, and everything down there. But the biggest thing still is there. Biggest thing, biggest issue, everything is still there. 30 players have flown there and no striker. Gyokeres deal, still stalling. On the other hand, I'm not gonna lie. Apparently, Bayern Munich are kind of interested in Leandro Trossard. I don't know. I think that is affected if they can get Luis Diaz over the line or not. And Arsenal are also linked, apparently, with Xavi Simons, which is quite interesting to see because, not gonna lie, I wouldn't be against Arsenal signing him. So we're gonna talk about all that good stuff, and all I can say, smash the likes if you haven't already. Smash it, caress it, destroy it, hammer it, hulk it, however you do it, just please do it. Subscribe if you're new around here. We are 5 subs away. From big 800. So go subscribe, hit that subscribe button. We are almost there. And of course, leave your thoughts down the live chat. Whether you're an Arsenal fan or a fan of a different club, just let me know what you think about your club. I mean, transfers in general that are happening this transfer window specifically. And big up BBK. Hope you're doing well. Listen to him, subscribe so we can hit that 800. We are only 5 away. And while you at it, smash the likes and go subscribe to BBK as well, of course. Big up Mubarak. Big up, sir. While is it true that Man United preparing to hijack Gyokeres deal or fake? That at the end of the way, nice, I can't speak. End of the day, it's fake. Well, without shadow of a doubt, I'm gonna pull it up because that was bound to be one of my talking points in terms of that it could actually happen, but it got squashed. It got squashed really quickly by Fabrizio Romano. About a few hours later, Fabrizio Romano basically came out and tweeted the fact that Gyokeres, it's fake. Gyokeres maintains his clear position despite links with Man United and more clubs. He wants only Arsenal. He wants only us. He wants only the Gunners. And total priority to Arsenal project since June. And no change of plans with agent Hassan Tetinkaya on the same page with Gyokeres. So in terms of all the rumors, speculations that are floating around that United might be coming in for him, something might happen to him and all that stuff, it's all fake. Besides the fact that Arsenal are still linked with him, and they still haven't done the job. He's still not over the line. Ironically enough, it is Sunday, and we got pretty much no updates whatsoever regarding Gyokeres, which is quite interesting, to be honest, because this is the first Sunday in about 2-3 weeks that we have gotten no updates on Gyokeres, which is a worrying sign. At the same time, it could be a good sign, in my opinion, because when the talk is loud, obviously, sometimes it's more noise than actual action. But when the talk goes silent, it means that there is something in the works, something is being done, and that actually makes me quite hopeful that Gyokeres actually is getting done. Because I'm not gonna lie, the longer this gets dragged out, the more I'm preparing myself to this inevitable pain that potentially this deal also could fall flat on its ass, and we could actually not sign him, which obviously I don't want to happen. I want Arsenal to sign Gyokeres. Whether it's going to happen or not, that's a completely different story. Of course, that depends on Berta, Luis, Garlic, Sporting Lisbon, and everyone else. But for now, it's looking hopeful. Let's just put it that way. And we just have to sit patiently and wait and see, because otherwise, well, there's nothing else we can do. Let's be real. There's nothing else we can do. Big up Wahaha. Hope you're doing well. Hope Man United is doing well. Hey. Big up Valeria. I thought we were supposed to get Here We Go today. What happened? Well, to be honest, we were supposed to do medicals on Friday, so you cannot trust any one of these. Let's be real. And it doesn't look like we are getting too close to this deal as well. We are still there in the same spot, because Ryan Taylor apparently is reporting that Arsenal still remain relaxed regarding Gyokeres at this stage and are committed to finalizing negotiations with Sporting, prioritizing getting the player on the plane to join up with his new teammates in Asia. When? Go figure, basically. Should the delay continue, basically, if Arsenal cannot actually pull the finger out of their ass and submit that, just take in the 2 million and everything, all that stuff in add-ons, Arsenal will consider keeping Gyokeres in London. as opposed to flying him solo to Asia to protect his conditioning ahead of the new season if a total agreement cannot be struck by early next week. So basically, that's how I imagine this. Unless it gets done by Wednesday, he's staying in England. That's at least how I'm seeing this. And the nuts part is, if he doesn't fly to Asia, he will have 2 games with Arsenal, with Atletico Bilbao and Villarreal in the Emirates Cup preseason. And the next game, of course, instantly is, after a week, is United at Old Trafford in Premier League, which means, again, there could be 2 things. Either it's going to be the fact that he will not be in the team instantly, in the starting 11, because he needs to adjust to the system and all this stuff, and he will be more subject to the injuries because he will have no proper training with the squad. There are big issues in that regard, and that again is a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But if we get him out the line actually in timely fashion, like, it will be chill. It should be good. And Gyokeres, of course, himself is still waiting on the green light to travel to London for his medicals, and it is not yet ruled out he could remain in the capital, in London in this case, and follow a tailored individual training schedule. Basically, that's what we should have done last season with Gyokeres. Sorry, not with Gyokeres, with Calafiori, because we flew him out, well, aimlessly. Let's just put it that way. Smash the likes, people. Smash them, caress them, destroy them, Hulk smash them. However you do it, please. Takes a second, costs nothing, helps the stream out a lot. And subscribe while you at it. Last time I checked, we were 5 subs away from 800. So we are inching towards that 800, 1K, and all that good stuff, of course. Big up, Andre. Good evening. Good evening to everyone. It's day 7 since Gyokeres deal being finalized tonight. Well, we've been haggling over the add-ons for about a week and a half and everything. Arsenal are still in the same boat as they were before. By the looks of things, they want at least one of the add-ons being more harder to achieve, per se. Sporting want 4 easy ones, basically. They want game-based, season-based, and stuff like that, which Gyokeres should be able to achieve without any problems, unless he gets injured, obviously. Arsenal want something very rough in there, one of them at least. Big up, Gavin. Hope you're doing well. It's amusing when they justify our signings as backups with nothing won. Our best available starting lineup needs to play to have any chance of silverware this season. No excuses. Exactly. No excuses whatsoever. Get the players, get the training, and get the goddamn job done. Because at the end of the day, we have come... It's 6 years on December 19th since Arteta has been here. Let's be real. And it's nothing to be too happy about in terms of trophies and big achievements. Big up, Richard. Hope you're doing well. We will be here same time next week, still wondering what is going on. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. Genuinely would not be surprised that it could be the case at the same time that we basically are 1 week later, Arsenal are still haggling over all of this. We were never serious about signing him. Any day now we will see news of Chelsea or Man United stepping in. To be honest, today already we saw some vague fake rumors that Man United are preparing the money to go in for Gyokeres. I already have seen that, let's be real. If also Chelsea, for example, managed to sell Action Jackson, Nicholas Jackson at some point, they could come in easily. They could swoop in for that. Obviously, they have signed João Pedro and Delap, but if they sign Gyokeres, that would be a massive statement signing in those terms. Let's not kid ourselves. And that is the biggest worry. The longer we drag out this deal, the bigger are the chances that other team is going to come and swoop in. And Chelsea, let's be real, will have no problems paying even over the odds if they really want the player. United, there will be some familiarity. They will find some favorable terms, no matter how you want to look at it, to be honest, to some extent as well. So that is the biggest worry, no matter how you look at things. So it is genuinely annoying. Can you make a heat map, pause, and show us if Noni is okay? Ow! Because we have been hit. We've been struck by overrated criminal. Ow! Mikel Arteta and Noni Madueke jazz and everything. Like, it's insane. It's actually insane. Madueke also apparently is not going, if I'm not mistaken, to preseason because he's staying in London or whatever, and he's also recovering. Because he, after the last season, he instantly went to Club World Cup, and he had no time to recover. So he's also not going to preseason, which means Gyokeres, no matter when we sign him, to be honest, the way I see it now, and Madueke, both of them are not joining the preseason. Arguably our 2 statement signings this summer. excluding Zubimendi to some extent. Like, that is actually kind of insane if you come to think, if you put it in those terms. And if big up Cornell, big up Kenya gang, big up in the building. But even if you look at it overall as a complete picture, United have signed Mateus Cunha and Buemo, right? To some extent, until we sign Gyokeres, their window has been better than ours. No matter how you want to say this, their window has been a bigger success. They have signed a left winger to replace Garnaches and Sancho. They have signed a forward in terms of Cunha and creative forward as well, together with whoever they will choose to sign as a striker. If it's Gyokeres, God help us all. I think they still need a midfielder, one at least, like Ederson from Atalanta they have been linked with. They need another defender as well, in my opinion, and a goalkeeper, of course. But overall, still, it's very rough if you come to think of it. United finished 15th in the table. 15th in the table, and you could argue they have had, at least up until this point, better window than Arsenal. That's what's nuts, if you ask me. Because they have signed 2 complete starters that improve their team in the attack. We have signed 1 player who starts for us, and we don't know if he's going to improve our team or not, because still Zubimendi, we don't know how he's going to basically adjust to the Premier League. Let's be real. That is still up in the air. Big up the Matchday Guru. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Go subscribe to Matchday Guru as well, people. And we got rid of 300k in wages. Yeah, Rashford, by the way. How has Rashford scammed away to move to Barcelona? It's actually kind of nuts. Rashford is there on loan at Barcelona on 12.5 million wage, right, per season. Man United is covering about 15%. And Barcelona have 26 million, yes, 26 million buy option, but only 26 million. How nuts is that? 26 million for Rashford these days. You're right, their team might be shit, but they have cut better window than us, exactly. 4 of our signings have been replacements, not additions, exactly. And that is the biggest worry in general, because for United, no matter how you want to look at things, there are many teams that actually need adjust and improve certain positions, and they're good to go. And United, no matter how bad they were last season, it will be interesting to see what Amorim does, of course, but they need a better midfield, more with energy, like 3 Lang Park, basically, in a midfield, something like that. They needed the goals, and they need a improved goalkeeper and defender as well, and they're good. Chelsea is in the same boat. They have solid midfield, they have solid attack, you could argue, and now they need 1 more center back and the proper goalkeeper. Yassa still thinks they might go in back for Magnan, right, at the end of the window, and everything, right? If they sign a proper center back and a goalkeeper, they also be in the mix. And Arsenal are despite finishing second 3 years in a row and all these trophies we are getting these days, we are still arguably coming off the worst, no matter how you want to look at it. And that is very annoying to some extent. Big up TKA, big up, big up, big up. I see on YouTube it's trending Viktor Osimhen is signing for Galatasaray. Galatasaray are over the moon. Just look at this. Galatasaray signed Osimhen quicker than Arsenal signed Gyokeres. Man United signed Buemo faster than we signed Gyokeres. It's actually insane that every single team can do business faster than Arsenal. Like Liverpool signed Wirtz in a few weeks. Arsenal have been doing this for a month and we still haven't signed Gyokeres. Like, that is actually insane if you come to think of it. Absolutely insane. But big up TK. Go subscribe to TK as well. He's starting to stream, finally. Hopefully he does it more often right now these days. But yeah, Rashford will ball out under Flick. I just have a feeling. Yeah, that is also a thing. Emery plays a very favorable style to attackers. Hence why Asensio, Rashford, Watford, oh my God, Watkins, and the Colombian striker. Oh, fuck. Duran looked good. Not Colombian, Ecuadorian. I don't care. Duran looked good. And Hansi Flick, the way he plays, is also very attacking. As you can see, Rafinha looks fantastic. Let's be real. Lewandowski looked like a world beater. Under Xavi, they didn't look the same. Let's be real. And I think Rashford actually could do very, very well there. Very well there. And if he does well, he could win La Liga as well next season. Let's not put it past them. Let's genuinely not put it past them. They will be dangerous no matter how you look at it. We often seek to reinvent the wheel, basically, but history shows that making up adjustments to coaching or players will lead to success. Unfortunately, not the way Asna. We love that you didn't believe route. Yeah, and that is a big thing. Arsenal tried to basically reinvent the wheel. They tried to discover a new bicycle, however you want to put it. And Arsenal are one of those teams, at least in this decade, who don't change managers. We have seen Wenger, we have seen Emery, Ljungberg to few games, and we have seen Arteta. And it's actually kind of insane when you look at other teams who change managers like Sox, the big teams, and they keep on winning. One cannot help but wonder that is proven at the end of the day to be successful. And Arsenal so far, it's not looking great, is it? Genuinely, it's not looking great, is it? And that is a big worry. And to be honest, speaking on reinventing the wheel, Mikel Arteta is doing the same with the players on the pitch as well to some extent. Because you could argue we are the only team that plays players out of their natural positions. We play our number 6 as a right back. We play as number 8 as a striker. We play as a number 8 as a left back. And we just go around and round and round and we mix and match. We don't play players in their proper positions. And then all of a sudden, we play our 6 as a 6. Oh my God, he's good. Who thought? And all this stuff. It's actually insane. We always try to do something. Arteta so badly wants to look like a genius and get the praise like Pep got for changing positions of certain players. It's actually doing more harm than good long term for Arsenal and his career in general as a manager as well to some extent. We are a movie. Big up Dio. We are a movie. Hollywood, Netflix, none of them. Hulu, Paramount Plus, Disney, none of them have anything on us because you literally could make about 6 to 10 episode series on how Arsenal are trying to sign Gyokeres, the saga, what fans are saying, and the reports. If you accumulate up into one big movie, it would be insane movie to watch. It would have plot twists. It would have storylines, emotions, pain, happiness, all this stuff. It would be over the moon. That's something like generational, to say the least. The problem is that whoever we have as a sporting director, Arteta, is still the one who says yes or no. Yes, he's the reason we won't sign. And that is the biggest thing. That is the biggest issue. No matter how you look at it, whilst Arteta is the top in terms of, well, not ownership, but in general, the top as the manager, and he gets 15 million a year, he gets basically his hand is in every single cookie jar like an octopus in terms of Arsenal. And he has said himself he pretty much gets the final or the biggest say on the transfers he wants. And that, as long as that is a remaining thing at Arsenal, I don't think nothing will change much. We need to take Arteta off the transfer business overall. Let Berta sign the players and Mikel Arteta figure out how to deal with them. Yes, Arteta can give suggestions, but to get the say over the actual sporting director, that should not be the case. Madueke was signed so quick, 52 M's, bang. Could have used that money for Gyokeres first. Yeah, 52 M's. Give 2 M's, by the way, to Gyokeres. He's signed. You have 50, add 10 on top. You can sign Eze. That's it. Job done. And you can go sign someone else if you sell properly. Like, it's actually kind of insane if you come to think of it that way. Big up YouTube censors. I'm extremely confident that Gyokeres is coming to Arsenal, but once the deal is complete, we need to draw them in the Champions League and ban their board from our ground. Like, it's insane. Like, it's actually kind of nuts. The more this Gyokeres saga continues, the more my initial excitement fades away. Don't know how I feel when I finally sign. Same. It's the same thing as with Declan Rice. It was about month and a half long saga. And by the time he signed, yes, it's exciting that we signed him, but overall, the actual excitement was not there because we already knew we were going to get him. It just was dragged out for far too long. It wasn't like we signed out of the blue Aubameyang or Alexis or Mesut Ozil. There wasn't that moment where just it was like snap and we signed him and everything just was insane. Now the deals are so dragged out that it's actually insane and I just get bored of them half the time. Obviously, it's partially also due to social media. influence on social media, how much things get reported about, talked about. We cover them daily here. So it also takes a bit of excitement away. Like, it doesn't compare back in the day when I heard the news on sports channel on TV randomly, or when I read it in newspapers, when I heard it over the radio, or some friend randomly told me something. It's not the same. Let's just put it that way. The social media has kind of taken away partial excitement and that surprise effect from everything. Just complete the signing. No other signing actually matters until we get striker over the line. Facts. 100% facts. Big up, Rich. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Big up, Rich. Hopefully you have 397. Hope, like, I don't know if you have achieved 400 subscribers already, and if you have, big up to you. I haven't checked it. I haven't been on stream today for you and all. But if you haven't, go subscribe to Rich99 Arsenal as well. Also an Arsenal fan, speaks facts and shoots straight from the hip. No BS. Straight up facts. Big up, Sheldon. Isn't this because we didn't have a choice playing others out of position? We had a choice. But ultimately Arteta decided not to. Arteta just didn't want to play them because it was Arteta's conscious decision for 3 years since Aubameyang left not to sign a proper striker. It was Arteta's conscious decision not to play Tierney as a left back but loan him out countless times. It was Arteta's conscious decision to play injured players just so he doesn't have to cover them. And when shit hits the fan, you put some high-end players there, and they actually have carried him. Like, as much as Arteta neglects the youngsters in the team, they are the ones who have saved Arteta's job on multiple occasions over the course of these seasons. Big up Hyper Protagonist. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Big up Most Wanted. We're going to regress this season. This manager is out of his depth, signing Madueke before the real deal Gyokeres. And that is a big worry. I'm going through other people's streams. I'm looking at Liverpool fan streams, Chelsea fan streams, even Newcastle fan streams. And to be honest, Chelsea fans are hella confident that they're going to finish above Arsenal. Also, Liverpool, obviously, they think they're going to go for a title. City as well. They still believe they need at least 2 signings, specifically in the right back spot. But they also are going to go for the title. Newcastle as well. They are starting to move in the transfer window. They just got beat, obviously, by Celtic for nothing. But that, at the end of the day, means nothing. Let's be real. But yeah, it's actually kind of insane if you come to think of it. The other teams have very big chest at the moment. The fan bases as well. We are playing catch-up already, yeah. So now to City and Liverpool right now, our only main threat is Saka. And it has been like that for years, let's be real as well. Let's not forget that. It's been like that for years, to say the least. Gyokeres will take this window to a 6, left wing and Eze needed. Like, for me, signing Gyokeres takes the window up to 5, from 4 on 3.5 to 5. Signing Eze and the left wing would take it to 7. If we sign only Eze, it takes it to a 6, maybe. But for me, I'm judging window as well with outgoings. And I cannot consciously judge this window only by incomings. Outgoings are a massive part of the transfer, of the club, of the business and everything. And if we don't sell properly, that definitely will affect my judgment on the transfer window on September 1st when the window closes. And we're definitely going to do a recap stream, 100%. Everyone's big up. Everyone love to see it. Big up AFC always. Apparently, there is something big tomorrow. It better be Gyokeres in the kit or Eze, and not just Arsenal release a new kit. I think it's gonna be just a new kit. I have no trust that we're gonna announce Gyokeres. We cannot even announce Gyokeres because we haven't even paid the money and he hasn't done medicals. The best thing you can get tomorrow in player announcements is Mosquera in the new shirt. That is the best opportunity we will get. Overall, yeah. But overall, yeah, I don't think we're going to announce tomorrow any players whatsoever. We're going to announce the kit. At best, we're going to announce Mosquera. Gyokeres hasn't been paid. We haven't agreed the deal. He hasn't done medicals or anything. So there is no indications whatsoever that we actually going to sign him. The last time I read about 6 hours ago or 5 hours ago, he was still in Mallorca. Like, there is no chance in hell. Big up Vasul. Big up Vasul. Eze will be good left winger. What do you think, Eze? Eze would be good for Arsenal. For me personally, he's not a left winger though. He's a number 10. For me, Eze, even when you watch him play at Crystal Palace, yes, he tends to drift out wide. He tends to play there. But Eze, most dangerous part of Eze's game is ball carrying through the middle. And I don't think Eze on the left is as efficient and as good. Let's be real. That's at least how I see it. So I don't think that it's going to happen in general. If we sign Eze, unless I see him down the middle, it could be very, very tough in those terms. I'm not going to lie. As they will be a good left winger. And we talked about this. Arteta is stubborn smug. Well, 6 years. 6 goddamn years on December 19th. What add-ons do Sporting want Arsenal to pay? They want 2.5 million for 20 games, 2.5 million for 40 games played, and then there were more. Let me check if I can find this. Because Arsenal, Sporting want very achievable ones, right? And Arsenal want at least one which is hard to achieve. Like if I can find instantly, I will try, but I don't know where it is. Because there was something. Let me quickly. Let me check this quickly. Let me check this quickly if I can find it. There was something. Gyokeres add-ons. Gyokeres add-ons. Gyokeres add-ons. 2.5. I just want to find it right now. I know it is somewhere. I had it somewhere. Arsenal are at impasse over 2.5 million. Because I don't remember now. I don't remember on top of my head. There was something game-based, amount-based, and stuff like that. And yeah, besides that, I cannot tell you on top of my head. Arsenal wants something like Premier League winning or Champions League winning, something, one of those harder ones to achieve, or trophy winning, which Arsenal haven't done in quite some time. So that is the one. That is the one that's pushing it off. And Sporting want very easy achievable ones, like goals, games, and stuff like that. Appearances, I think it was there as well. Something in those lines. When Sky Sports report that we have signed Gyokeres, then it will be real. Basically, when we will see him in the shed. That's about right. We cannot be talking about Eze and Rodrigo and we can't even complete Gyokeres. We are not getting Rodrigo. You can totally, utterly, and fully forget about him. Let's be real. Showing them they don't Arsenal. Bigger preach. Bigger preach. Isn't Gyokeres on Mallorca Beach? He is right now. So there is it's actually kind of nuts. If we don't make sales this window, then that will mean another empty January window. Like our January windows in general is shambles. We don't tend to sign big players in January since Aubameyang. Like we have signed Jorginho, Kivior, players like that, Trossard, and everything. We have Aubameyang was the last big January signing, you could even argue, which is actually kind of insane if you come to think of it. And the nuts part is Arsenal are trying to pay many things in installments, right? Arsenal are trying to pay quite a lot of deals in installments these days, which means that the next few windows will be rough. It could be the last summer's window where we sign maybe 1-2 players and that's about it. Like that, it will come to that at some point as well, because we try to these installment things that basically take away from the next season's budget and all this stuff. Bigger from St. Lucia. Big up Linden. Hope you're doing well today. Which player in our front three has a feeling of inevitability except for Saka? We need another game changer apart from Gyokeres. Yeah, and that is the biggest thing. At the moment, Arsenal's attack, it's very easy to shut down. You triple, quadruple team Saka. Odegaard gets lost instantly, and our attack cannot create for themselves to save their lives. Now, if you put Gyokeres in there, that takes a bit more pressure off Saka in terms of that the defenders cannot solely focus on him. They have to also pay attention to Gyokeres. But again, we need other side as well. We need attack from all the places we can imagine. All front three attackers need to be dangerous, and it needs to have that fear that defenders cannot leave them open, because they know that if any given chance they get the ball, it could be end of game instantly. We need that fear back, and we don't. We genuinely don't. Plus, we don't have that type of a player like Alexis Sanchez. Like, Saka is good, he's great, but he's not Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez was that type of player who saw that the game is basically in the dumpster. It's not going our way. But he said, give me the ball. I don't give a damn what anyone says. I'm going to get us over the line. And he goes, he gets past 3 players, and he scores a banger, top bins, and everything, and we win the game. We also don't have that type of player. And we need those type of players desperately. That one that can create something out of nothing. Yes, Bukayo Saka can do it, but he can do it also for somebody else. But we don't have the ability of Alexis, for example, alone. We need something like that as well. Where Arsenal not willing to pay that? Well, I don't know. Basically, the talk is that Sporting want easy add-ons. As I said, 2.5 million for 20 appearances, 2.5 million for 40 appearances. Then there is some goal-based and stuff like that. Basically, something Gyokeres can achieve with his eyes closed if he doesn't get injured. Arsenal want one of those add-ons apparently be like harder to achieve, like win a trophy, win Premier League, win Champions League, allegedly, according to rumors on social media and according to reports. Big up to Eros, $1 in Eros's fund, by the way, right? And Sporting just don't want that. Arsenal want one harder to achieve. Sporting don't want that, apparently. Why not just say 5 million after 50 games and 5 million after 50 goals? The question is how quickly he would score the 50 goals. Because if Gyokeres stays injury-free, he's going to achieve 40 games this season, so that's 5 million instantly. He's going to score 20 goals this season, so that's extra 2.5 also instantly. I forgot what the fourth objective was. I genuinely have forgotten. Like, I want to find this right now. If I am... let me check if I can find this quickly, like on top of my head. I'm just thinking. Gyokeres installments. I know there is somewhere they have been mapped out, basically by 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, and all this stuff, right? And I know I have seen it on Twitter as well, and that is the nuts part. And I cannot find it. I genuinely cannot find it to save my life. So basically, let me see how much Gyokeres. The Gunners are happy to pay 7.5 million in easily achievable bonus clauses, but are currently in talks with Sporting about the initial 2.5. After that is agreed, and the deal will complete it quickly. They basically are haggling over 2.5 million at the moment. The first clause would be activated following Gyokeres' first 20 games in England, with another 22.5 if the Sweden international completes a second 20-game season. So that is 2 clauses, right? Champions League qualification is the Sporting Net, another one of the 4 clauses. That's the third one. With the final clause reliant on Gyokeres completing another 20-game block in his second season. So basically, here it is, if I can zoom in to show you. Basically, first clause is Gyokeres plays 20 games. Second clause is he completes another 20 games. Next one is Champions League qualification is the third one. And the fourth one is he plays another 20 games next season, which at the end of the day means Sporting won 2.5 million for 20 games, 2.5 million for another 20 games this season only, 2.5 million for Arsenal qualifying for Champions League, and 2.5 million for 20 games that he's going to play next season. This is what Sporting want. But apparently Arsenal want one that is for the next season changed to something much harder to achieve, like trophies or something weird like that. If we do get Gyokeres, do we do a 2-striker Gyokeres? No, Arteta is never going to do that. He's stuck to 4-3-3 like I don't know what. Although I would love to see him try, let's just say, 4-2-3-1, like with double pivot and stuff like that. I would love to see that, or 4-4-2. Something changed, 3 at the back even. Big up, Isak. Hope you're doing well. Please, the Gunners, what are we waiting for? Well, hope, love, acceptance. I don't know. Win. Trophies in Premier League, in Champions League, cups, everything. We're waiting for everything. Gyokeres, we're waiting for a whole life. I can't see us winning the league next season. I cannot as well, to be honest. I cannot see us winning Champions League. I cannot see us winning Premier League. I cannot even see us winning one of the cups, to be honest. Doesn't matter what the add-ons is, how much must be paid. Fans proud and happy to sign the striker, stop talking as fools, and they have money. Exactly. Big up BBK, big up BBK, big up, big up, big up, big up. Hope everyone's well. Hope you're doing well as well. Hope recovery of the ACL is also doing well for you, my man. And people, go subscribe to BBK Sports, top Arsenal fan, top NBA fan, and top all the fan. Talks about Arsenal a lot as well on his channel. And once you add it, subscribe to this channel as well. We were 5 off of 800 subscribers before the stream began. And like the stream as well. Let's aim for 30 likes. 30 likes. Let's aim for that. If we do get Gyokeres, why is the message showing up in double? I don't know what's going on here. We are so ugly, you know. Well, I looked this morning in myself in the mirror. I know I'm ugly, but that's a different story. That's a story for some different situations. I think Liverpool want Liverpool and willing to play the value, but Arsenal are scared. Yeah, I think he means Ekitike, but I kind of get it. We need a left wing forward, definitely. Yeah, we need big up Curtin, and yeah, we need a left winger, 100%. Sporting won 2.5 after 20, 2.5 after 40, 2.5 if we qualify in the 4th year in a row, and 2.5 for the previous one achieved. One makes 60 appearances. Yeah, this is what Sporting wants. But Arsenal want that one that basically takes them to next season, the 60 appearances, right? To make basically win Premier League, win Champions League, or the FA Cup, or something weird like that. Do you think Xavi Simons would play left wing? Maybe, but I'm not so sure. I still believe Madueke is gonna be left wing. I think these are very fair terms. To be honest, yeah. To be honest, those terms are very fair, especially if you look from Sporting's point of view. 100% fair. Arsenal just don't want to pay up. 2 million. If we get Gyokeres, Eze, and Lookman, we win the league. We are not getting Lookman because he's going to Inter Milan apparently, or Juventus, or whatever, somewhere in Serie A. Eze, I'm not so sure like he's gonna get there. I don't think we're gonna sign Eze at this stage. The way we are haggling and dragging over the deal for Gyokeres, the best case scenario how we get Eze is if we sell Vieira, if we sell Nelson, if we sell Zinchenko. Basically, I think after Gyokeres, we are in a situation where we will need to sell players to basically afford to sign them, which is quite pathetic, let's be real, because the owners of the Premier League clubs per summer window can put in 109 million of their own money from their own pocket, and based on all these things, our Kroenkes are doing none of that. Yeah, Alexis Sanchez was the last world-class player we had. True. Aubameyang was close, but unfortunately Arteta had to ruin him. And Saka is, you could say he's there, but for me, he's not there. He's this close to being world-class. Literally, Saka is this close for me being world-class, but he needs some trophies behind his name. I kind of cannot. Lookman could, but Arsenal are not going in for him. Exactly, way better than Martinelli and Trossard. Well, it's on Sports Bible. Yeah, I found it. Big up Aguirre. Here we go. Another talk about Visa or something like that. How are you, Visa? Mr. Robo, how are you? I'm good. Visa should sign for Newcastle. 50 million. That's too cheap for Visa. And since Buemo has left, not sure Brentford is going to sell, though. Not too sure about that. You know, if you can see the link. Yeah, I saw it. I found it. Big up Pee-wee. Hope you're doing well today. If we get Lookman, then we sell Trossard. Yeah, but to be honest, I think if we're going to get any winger, we have to sell Trossard. Left winger. If we get any left winger, we have to sell Trossard. And the fact that we are selling Trossard without any actual left winger links besides Eze, and even Eze has gone dead silent in the last few days, I still believe Madueke is going to be the left winger. Arsenal giving 5 easy add-ons rather than a full 10. Yeah, 2.5 million for these guys, like drop in the ocean. Exactly. That for me is the biggest point. Haggling over 2 million, right? It's going to take them literally 5 hours at worst to make it back from shirt sales when Gyokeres is announced. Because let's be real, most of the Arsenal fans are going to go in the armory, going to go online, they're going to order Arsenal kit with Gyokeres and whatever, 9 or 14, whatever number he's going to get on the back. Let's be real. And since that shirt costs about 115, 110 pounds without a discount, it literally takes, what, 2,000 signings? No, 20,000 signings. 20,000 signings, and that's about it. You want to tell me 20,000 Arsenal fans are not going to buy that shirt? Seriously, you want to tell me that? Come on, man. Yes, we get left wing only if we are able to sell Martinelli and Trossard. And to be honest, speaking of that, allegedly, and this is big allegedly, if it would load, yeah, Bayern Munich have made contact of Leandro Trossard potential move, even though Arsenal are preparing a new contract, apparently, by the way. The German club are prepared to offer higher salary. Oh my goodness, please sell. Please sell, cash in. What? Brighton get 40 million for Ferguson. Yeah, they could if it's the buy option. Arsenal transfer team are in disgrace. Other teams just get deals done. Yeah. Look how other teams got bigger deals than Gyokeres done over the line. How quickly Liverpool have signed Ekitike. How quickly Liverpool signed Wirtz and all these players. Meanwhile, Arsenal, well, only players they can sign that quickly is Norgard, Mosquera. Even that dragged out too long than it should have been. And players like that. We overhype Saka. Truth is, our wing options are dead. We have plenty of game where Saka is nullified. Hence Madueke. To be honest, Madueke, I think he's gonna be a left winger, and Saka gets nullified in games. The only thing about Bukayo Saka right now is that the fact that, in my opinion at least, he is that good that even though when he gets nullified, despite that, there are moments where he creates something out of nothing. At times, he can get locked down for 89 minutes, but there will be that 1 minute where he puts in a phenomenal cross. We don't have a striker to finish it. Or it falls to Havertz and he tries to head it and he hits his shoulder. Or he misses from 2 yards out. Or Saka himself takes a shot and he hits the post or misses by an inch. Like, he has those moments on occasion. Big up Fresh Drip, big up. Pretty sure it would cost Gyokeres less than 75 million to cancel his contract. So why don't Arsenal offer Gyokeres the money to cancel the contract, and Sporting will get far less off for him? I'm not too sure they can. I don't think it works that way, unless Sporting agree, because then there's potential lawsuit, because there are rumors that Sporting could sue Gyokeres already. If we get Mosquera, we could rest Saliba. True, we could, but will we? Saka is the only thing keeping our front line relevant, though. Yeah. We need a guy to bang in goals for us to do something about it for us. Facts. Xavi Simons is more likely. Maybe. I don't think Saka is overhyped, though. It's like Martinelli and Havertz are given extra shine from Narnia. Yeah, that is definitely 100%. I think we can play 3 center backs, Saliba, Gabriel, Timba. We can, the nuts part is Calafiori could be actually very good at 3 at the back. He is very good at 3 at the back. Similarly, like Ben White. He played at Brighton at 3 at the back. Calafiori played at Bologna at 3 at the back, and he was fantastic there. As Italy played 3 at the back. As soon as we have to play 2 at the back formation, Calafiori is useless, and he's not a left back. If he could be left wing back, left side, center back, and 3 at the back, he's good. Same goes with Kivior, and same goes also with Ben White. Like, that is also a big thing. Big up Eros, Mikel music in the building. Gyokeres is still in Mallorca doing sunbathing and moving couch cushions. Big up Rune, big up. Not yet. Yeah, big up. I want Simons. I wouldn't be against him as well. Because, to be honest, apparently, according to the hand of Arsenal, who has been actually quite reliable these days, in this window more specifically, here are the talks that who brokered basically the move for Noni Madueke, also has offered Xavi Simons to the club. And if that is the case, it's actually quite a mystery that we haven't signed him still. That actually is kind of a mystery, if you ask me, that we haven't signed him still. Because I think Xavi Simons actually for Arsenal would be very, very, very decent, in my opinion. Actually would be very, very decent long term. Hit the likes, people. Hit the likes. Let's aim for 30 likes today, and subscribe as well while you're at it. Big up, 24 likes as well. Fantastic numbers. Fantastic numbers, people. You are smashing it out of the park, to be honest. Do you think Madueke has been bought as a left wing option? Yes, I do. We don't spend that money on backups, and he won't come to play in a World Cup year. Exactly, and that is my point. We don't spend 45 million or above for backups. They usually start for us. Hence why, for me, Madueke will be playing left wing. That's why I see it that way. Arteta said himself. He thinks Madueke is one of the best wingers in Premier League. He said it himself. Berta was ready to pay 65 million for Madueke. That's another thing. That's another questionable situation, of course. And yeah, that is the case. And World Cup year as well. People will try to get gains and everything. Eros, what are we gonna do if we don't? If Sesko goes to Man United, I'm going to crash out. Like Man United, it's a weird team. I don't want to say they cannot afford Sesko, but I'm not so sure they're willing to pay 90 million for the guy. They just paid like 70 for Asmus Højlund, so that's about it. DJ is gonna get his first gray hair. Like, I already have gray hair. You cannot see it. I have it somewhere there. My girlfriend told me I have somewhere there, like just one hair, and that is only because of Arsenal. Let's be real. Like, that is the only good thing is I look younger than I actually am by age, and luckily Arsenal haven't ruined that for me for now. And I still have all my hair. That is also nice. My hairline is also good. Thank God for that. That's dark, man. We need the trophy 100%. I can't believe Kroenkes are the biggest billionaires in the league and we're haggling over 2.5 million. Exactly. It's a farce. It's disappointing. It's pathetic, to say the least. The competence to the next level. And to be honest, it fits with Kroenkes to a T. To be honest, it fits Kroenkes to a T, because this is what Kroenke said when they bought Arsenal. This is what Stan Kroenke said. I didn't buy Arsenal stake to win trophies. And we are seeing it right now to the maximum extent when we are haggling over 2.5 million to sign Gyokeres. Big up Robert. Great name. Arsenal are not serious of signing a striker. They might be. Berta maybe wants Gyokeres, but Arteta definitely doesn't want Gyokeres. This club ain't winning anything with this manager, unfortunately. Dio, not even the Jesus Christ himself, could help win a trophy at Arsenal with Arteta's. Well, to be honest, top Gunners treat Mikel Arteta like he's Jesus Christ himself, so go figure. Who's looking worse in this Gyokeres saga, Sporting or Arsenal? I would say Arsenal. Because, yes, you can talk about gentlemen's agreements, but the agreements don't stand maximum fully to a point unless it's written down. I think Arsenal are looking worse solely due to the fact that it's been 1.5 weeks and we are doing this over 2 million. I think Arsenal are looking like a joke in these terms. I get that people would argue that Sporting Lisbon not honoring their gentleman's agreement are not doing well, but ultimately for me, it's Arsenal. Arsenal have made this a much harder situation, much longer situation than it should have been in the first place. Because if Arsenal were a proper club, Gyokeres would have been at Arsenal about 2-3 weeks ago. Well, 2 weeks ago already. And by nothing till we win something. Don't blame you. Big up. Don't blame you. Yeah. I think Mosquito could be Gabriel, the defender, replacing if he lives. I kind of think that Calafiori will be the left center back. I think so. But I don't guarantee, because Calafiori, for me, Calafiori doesn't strike as a left back whatsoever. He is out of position. He just gets caught out too much. As a center back, he could be good in a 3 at the back as well, by the way. And Calafiori as a left wing back in 5 at the back formation also would be fantastic. But as a lone left back, he is not it. Because Skelly, who has never played left back, looked pretty much at all. Let's be real. He's 18. Looked 10 times better than Calafiori has looked as a defender his whole career to some extent. Same as Merino, a number 6 who has never played striker, looked much better than our Havertz, who is our main striker. Do you think Man United will get Gyokeres? They've made bigger offer, apparently. Could Gyokeres refuse to go to Man United? I think it could come to a point where just Sporting get pissed off at Arsenal, and they just might turn the back to Arsenal and just sell him to United. I think that could be the case. Will it happen? I don't think so. But I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. 3 at the back would suit our team. Conte won the league with that. Yeah. When we played 3 at the back was the last time we won a trophy. The last FA Cup we won with when we had Aubameyang and all these men, when Pepe played right wing, and we had still Ainsley Maitland-Niles and all these men, right? We played 5 at the back. That's how we beat the unbeatable Man City. the unbeatable Chelsea. That's how we beat them. 3 at the back. Tierney was lobbing the balls over the top to Aubameyang to run in behind and everything like that's how we won it. We have never turned it back since, to be honest. We have now stuck to 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 for the last, 4.5 years? You just said that. I don't know what I've been saying 5 minutes. Oh, it's a Gyökeres. Never mind. It's a Gyökeres. United will not be able to afford Sesko. Yeah, but they can afford Gyokeres. That is the issue here. If Arsenal get Xavi Simons, that he could play potentially, but we'll have to wait and see. Not Euro, but we can see your stress. DG is Nuang. He's still gonna be shook by his first grade. This is the window happens. What do you mean you can see my stress? Do I look that bad? Do I look that sick? Do I look that ugly? What do you mean? I feel insulted right now, to be honest. This isn't Stan Kroenke's first name, that criminal. But yeah, I wouldn't be against that. But yeah, I guess it is what it is in those terms. Look, everyone, and listen very clearly. We ain't winning anything significant with this owner, board, and manager, period. I hate being negative, but it's the reality. It doesn't matter who comes here. The thing is, I would make a strong argument, potentially, that if we had someone else besides Mikel Arteta at the wheel, with this team we have or had last year, we would have won something. I would also add on top of that if that manager would be backed with almost $1 billion, he would not have signed Vieira's, Zinchenko's, Kivior's, and players like that. He would actually sign proper quality, because if you sign a manager with proper name, with proper pedigree in the game, players come. Let's be real. And if you add Arsenal to the mix, it's a very good combination. Adjeri, yes, go for Sesko, sign him, and then have a... So we should just give up the money for anything. What? 2.5 million. We are talking about 2.5 million. We need to do better in the domestic cups next season. Winning the league or Champions League is going to be difficult. That has been my digest gripe with Mikel. Biggest gripe. For me personally, if he wins FA Cup, I will be excited. If he wins Carabao Cup, I will be over the moon as well. The thing is, though, at the moment, for me, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, not enough. You would think that after 6.5 years, which it will be after the next season finishes, and $1 billion spent, we should be winning Premier League or Champions League. On average, big up Aaron talks Arsenal. He did the math. On average, it takes 2.1 or 2.2 years for a new manager, for the big teams that have won the Premier League to come here and win the league. Arteta is entering his 6th year. 6.5 years. So he should have won the league technically 3 times, but he has done it no times. He has won barely 1 FA Cup. We played an absolute dog brand of football last season. If we stand any chance of turning it around this season, we need to play how we played 3 seasons ago. Facts. Without shadow of the doubt, 100% facts. We are too predictable these days. Yeah, we have no plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, G, F, I, A, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, any pick of the alphabet, any letter. We have no plans. Our plan B against PSG away in Champions League semi-final was Rory Delap long throw-ins. That was our plan A, plan B. So it says it all, doesn't it? I'm scared because Arsenal or United might get Jackson on deadline day. Oh, bloody hell. If we get Jackson on deadline day, it will be worse than Man United. It would get worse than... Oh, not, sorry, Man United. It would be worse backlash from fan base than when we signed Noni Madueke, personally, I think. Not that you look sick, it's just obvious you worry about things. DG, too young to have such worries yet. Well, I don't worry about many things. Well, I worry about lots of things, to be honest. At the position I am in my life, I cannot not worry, because with family, having my own place, everything I own, I need to be on top of things and job and everything. I have to worry about these things. But when you add Arsenal to the mix, it's actually hell enough. Let's be real. But I'm not that old as you think. I don't actually, seriously, I got asked my ID when I was buying some drinks a week ago. It's insane. My local place where I buy every day something, a place where on occasion buy some drinks, they never ask me. Last time I got asked. Why? Who knows? Kroenke don't want a proper manager, fortunately. Yeah, that is true. Maresca has won more than Arteta in one season. Yeah, and he has won Club World Cup, by the way. Do you think Arsenal could win Club World Cup? Not too sure. Perhaps Arteta just wants to just have Havertz with Merino as backup. If that is the case, he should be sacked on the spot right here, right now, all the time. No sweat heroes. We all know Casey don't want a real manager. True. Conte versus the Kroenkes could... Dude, imagine the crash out. Imagine if Conte demands something for Kroenkes and they say no. Imagine if how Conte would expose the hierarchy at Arsenal. Imagine the scenes. On the way out, Conte, what he would say. That would be cinema and a half. 100%. It must be great looking young. You think I'm that old? It's nice to know that you think I'm like 40. It's very nice that you think so. Can't even win a Carabao Cup, let alone Club World Cup. Exactly. That is the biggest thing. I agree with you, but the way Liverpool and Man City are moving in the window, we don't stand a chance. Oh, yeah, 100% we don't stand a chance. That is disappointing because you would think that other Arsenal, looking at Man City, looking at Liverpool, Chelsea finished 5-6 points behind, the same as Newcastle. Looking at the moves these clubs are doing, you would think that Arsenal would be actually reactive and would sign the players. But no, we just sit, we drag out deals, we sign some backups, and yeah, it's not looking great, is it? Hey man, 40 is not... Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry. Sorry, I totally forgot 40 is the new 50. I'm sorry. If we don't get Champions League qualification, then only guys might sack him. Yeah, that is the only way. And that is the nuts part. That is the sad part. Because you get now Champions League for top 5 places. So he has an extra cushion even to get it. That's the insane thing. 40 is like the real start of life. I'm almost there. Well, Dio, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I'm moving towards that, but I'm still far away. As a big club like Arsenal, what is... And it's not exactly 2.5. It's not just 25 million. It's 2.5 million. That's the nuts part. That's what makes it even more insane. Enjoy your 30s, dude. It is what it is. But yeah, anyways, let's move forward a bit. Let's talk about this. Gabriel Magalhaes has spoken to the media, and this is what he said. I don't think we can make excuses. You hear that, Top Gunners? You cannot make excuses anymore. Over the past 3 years, we've done everything we could. We just lacked a bit of luck. Well, you lacked a striker and ideas, but we allow it. But within the club, I truly believe we are all convinced that we can win trophies. Big trophies. When? Seriously, when? Because I don't want to wait another what? I've been waiting for a new Premier League for 21 years. I don't want to wait 21 more years. But after the 20s breeze by, ain't no one need to tell me to enjoy. Yeah, facts. Like 20s just fly by. Like no, like the age between 19 to like 28, 29, it's just one flash and that's it. Like you just don't know that the time has passed. Seriously, it's insane actually. Big up Yessa. Hope you're doing well today. Big up Yessa. Big up Yessa. Great stream today. Go subscribe to Yesser as well. Resident Chelsea fan sold us Noni Maduki and everything, and we might actually sign Action Jackson on deadline day if we don't sign Gyokeres, so bear with us here. Slap the likes, people. Slap the likes and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, 20s was crazy fast. Like 20 is just whoosh, and it's gone. And then you're like, oh shit, how I'm in my 30s already. There's no evidence of winning anything. Even Chelsea might win before. Chelsea have already won before us. They won Conference League. Okay, if you don't want to count that, they just won Club World Cup. They destroyed PSG, Champions League winners. Do you think Arsenal can win Club World Cup? We cannot even get Carabao Cup or FA Cup. Like, that is insane. Any skincare routine tips or diet stuff? I don't use any of those, to be honest. I have never used any of those. Never had a diet in my life. I've never had any skincare routines or anything. I am all el natural, as they say. Bigger people. Bigger people. But yeah, see, even Gabriel is calling out everyone and saying that there are no excuses. You either win or you genuinely GTFO at the end of the day. Win or get out at the end of the day. That's what Gabriel already is saying, which is actually kind of nice to see, to be honest, because if we were not seeing stuff like that, it actually would make me question certain things. I'm not gonna lie. Arsenal need accountability in this club. Arsenal desperately need accountability in this club because for far too long, everything has been brushed under the carpet like it's nothing. Signings, decisions, management, and everything. Accountability for lack of effort, lack of trophies, everything gets brushed under the carpet like it's nothing. Oh, well, there's always next year. Oh, well, that's just one game. And this is the nuts part. When these top gunners say, oh, it's just one game, right? It's not just one game. Because over the course of the season, that just one game adds up. And then it's just we finished 15 points behind Liverpool. Well, 10, but let's be real, they were not playing since what? Game week 34? Then it's just, oh, it's just one window. It's not one window. We are in this mess right now because we haven't done the necessary job in the previous 3-4 windows. We had 750 million to spend up until this window began. And we still have not done the necessary things. We haven't signed still a new striker. 3.5 years since Aubameyang left, no new striker. We haven't addressed the striker, left winger. We haven't addressed the left back. We have not addressed the main issues. Saliba got injured 3.5 years ago against Sporting in Europa League. Only right now we are signing a backup for Saliba. Oh, but we had Ben White and Simba. Means nothing. We saw what last year happened with Timber and Ben White. Timber had an ACL. He comes back. Ben White plays 3 months with a necessity for a surgery. Then Timber starts playing while Ben White is out. And he is starting to cramp up. He gets a knock. He gets an injury. Thomas Partey goes right back. And then it's all mix and match. And when one player falls out of the team, Mikel Arteta instantly rotates the whole squad for some weird goddamn reason. Because he doesn't have backups. As soon as Timber is injured, Partey goes right back. Then somebody goes in the midfield, which means we don't have another midfielder, which means one of the forwards drop into midfield. Then we don't have a forward. And we, at the end of the day, mid-game, we are playing with 5 left backs on the pitch, Calafiori, Zinchenko, Kelly, Tierney, and Kivior. And Tierney is playing left wing. Like, make it make sense. Gabriel should just call the manager out directly. Yeah. To be honest, captain should do that. But it's Odegaard, so we are never going to see it. Let's be real. Big up. The only skincare tips I got are bath regularly, drink water, avoid sugar, and stay in high humidity environments if you want to ignore all the previous stuff. Yeah, I can see that. I genuinely can see that. 100% I can see that. So, yeah, exactly. No accountability. Enough of, we'll win next season. It's starting, exactly. Big up the Lapo Itebo. Big up. Like, enough of this, we'll win next season. We have turned into Liverpool. Remember Liverpool before Jurgen Klopp, when they had Rafa Benitez, Brendan Rodgers, and all these men? Every single year, before every single season, Liverpool are saying, oh, this is our year. We're going to win the league. This is our time. We're going to win. And they always fell short, right? And they always remember the past, like 2005 Champions League and all this stuff, right? Then they got Jurgen Klopp. They won everything you could win on the face of the earth, right? They are still up there. Now Arsenal have turned into that Liverpool. Mikel Arteta is our Brendan Rodgers, who gets us to second but cannot get it over the line, cannot even win an FA Cup. And what we do every season, top gunners, this is our season. We're going to win it. We are ready, and we never win it. And what we do instead, we remember the past, the Invincibles, the Cup doubles, and everything from Wenger days. Like, that's how it is right now. It's actually kind of insane if you come to think of it. with the start we have in Premier League, we don't have anywhere to hide, and I love it that way. Exactly, facts. Top Gunners moaning, oh, it is hard schedule, it's insane, PGMOL are against us, or FA are against us. No, it's not. Do the business right now. Sign Gyokeres, sign Eze, sign a proper left winger, sign the necessary players, fly with all of them to preseason so they can play together, gel together. Bang, we are ready for the season. But are we ready for the season? We have taken 30 players to Singapore and Hong Kong to play AC Milan, Newcastle, and Spurs. In those 30 players, we don't have a single striker. We don't have a single striker. A single striker. Make it make sense. Seriously, make it make some goddamn sense. 800 million spent over 5 years, no striker signed. I had said it that Arteta should have been sacked after lost the league by 2 points. That was the biggest opportunity to win. Yeah, he should have been sacked when we were 8 points clear and we lost the league as well. Could argue even for that. Big up, Kevin. Is this deal going to be finalized for real? Watching live from Kenya. Big up, Kenya and Nairobi. Another Kenyan in the building. Big up, big up, big up, big up. And I have no idea because Gyokeres is still sunbathing in Mallorca, by the way. And the latest news are saying that Arsenal are still in talks. Nothing has been fully agreed. And if Arsenal cannot agree the deal early next week, basically, I would assume till Wednesday, he is not even going to join us in preseason. He's going to stay in England. So the deal is where it was last week. It's been a week and we are still in the same spot we were, haggling over 2 million or 2.5 million euros or 2 million pounds, depends how you look at it, in one of the add-ons. That's about it. If we get Gyokeres, then I think we have a chance to win every trophy but the league. You could argue that, but I don't see it as of yet. Gyokeres, we haven't even gone yet. That's the nuts part. We are tired of next year. We need a striker and win big titles. Exactly. We are tired of, oh, there's always next season. Oh, there is time. There is no time. Our time was last season, season before, and season before that. When we were 8 points clear, when we lost by 2 points, and last season. And we used none of those windows. So the windows have pretty much closed on us. Oh, this team, as Top Gunners were saying, are built. This team is built to capitalize as soon as Man City falls off, right? Man City fell off last season. Did we capitalize? No, we looked even more embarrassing than before. Like, make it make sense. Big up George, big up Uga. We should just appoint our women's manager. She won the Champions League. Yeah, our women's team has 2 stars above their badge. They have won Champions League twice. Renee Slegas, by the way, took the job in October. It took her half a year and she won the Champions League. Seriously, that's about it. Half a year, she won Champions League. How nuts is that? And by the way, our team beat Lyon and Barcelona in the final, 2 of the biggest and best women's teams in the world. And on top of that, by the way, while we are at it, our women's team has won 2 Champions Leagues. 2. Our men's team has won finals appearance in Champions League. We have had 3 semi-final appearances. Our women's team has 2 titles in Champions League. We have only 1 appearance in the final, and that was in 2006. Think about that way. We could have bought Haaland 11 times with our spend. Yeah. And let's not forget about that. Let's not forget about this. Us buying from Man City Zinchenko for 35 million and Jesus for 45, which is 80 million overall, funded Man City to sign Haaland fully to the maximum extent. And rest is history. We all know what Haaland has done for Man City. I'm just thumbsucking. Maggie. Havertz and Merino in attack for preseason. It absolutely stinks like it's embarrassing. Welcome, everyone. Hit the likes and subscribe if you haven't already. Big up, people. Big up, big up, big up, people. 30 likes. Big up, people. Thank you for your support. You are fantastic. You are phenomenal, people. Big up to you all. Yeah, time is ticking out. Time is ticking out. Only Arsenal fans are required to have a patience of the saint. Yeah, big up, Ash. Big up, Ash. Yeah, that is the fact. Only Arsenal fans require patience, There's always next year. Be excited and all this stuff. Only we do require that. When you look at other teams, they have signed countless players. Do you think Arsenal could have pulled off in a month a deal for Wirtz, Gyökeres, and Frimpong? Do you think Arsenal could have pulled that off like Liverpool did? No, we could not. Looking at how we are dealing with Gyokeres and other of these guys, oh my goodness gracious. It would take us 3 windows to sign those 3 players, 1 per window. Let's be real. We are not acting like a proper club. We are down in the bin. Slega is my manager. Yeah, facts. Genuinely. Half a year, Champions League, delivered. That's about it. Netflix FC, exactly. There's always next season. We've been waiting patient for 22 years. Exactly. 22 years since, well, 21 technically, but you can say 22 since last Premier League, 5 since FA Cup, 32 since Carabao Cup, and about Champions League, the less said than better. And these top gooners have the nerve to say, be patient. Be patient? You are saying what? 21 years without Premier League. And you tell us be patient. You know that Leicester have won the Premier League. Chelsea, City, Liverpool, countless times. United, all of our rivals, except for Spurs. That's a bit different story. But hey, it is what it is. We haven't. Glasner at Crystal Palace has won the same amount of trophies at Arsenal than at Crystal Palace than Mikel Arteta at Arsenal. And he's been there for, 2 seasons, season and a half? That makes sense. It's actually kind of insane. It's actually insane if you come to think of it. Newcastle won a trophy before with Eddie Howe. It's actually kind of nuts if you come to think of it. How there is no accountability and no standards for this club. A club who used to be highly respected and feared as soon as we stepped on the pitch, when we had players like Henry, Pires, Ljungberg, Lauren, Gilberto Silva, Vieira, Sol Campbell, even Toure, Lehmann, Seaman, Merson, and all these guys like Adams and Winterburn and all these guys. It's actually insane. We were so highly respected because even, was it Rio Ferdinand who said, or someone very high-end Premier League center back said, before the game against Arsenal, I didn't sleep because I knew I will have to play against Thierry Henry. I was trying to figure out how to stop him. It was giving me nightmares to even thinking about this. But at the end of the day, it was impossible to stop him. Like that. That was our Arsenal back in the day. We gave nightmares. Some players didn't sleep during nights when they played us. These days, they come at Emirates, they have a field day, and they beat us even at Emirates. Emirates is not even a fortress. Obviously, Arsenal moved from Highbury to Emirates, and it feels like only thing that has moved from Highbury to Emirates is Arsenal, the name, the brand, and everything. The soul, the essence, the ambition, the respect, that was Arsenal. Everything has been left at Highbury. That's what it feels like. What did I do again? The reason I said 22 is because, I can see that. Arsenal love insanity, chaos, insanity, and everything. Arsenal lost its heart and soul the day we knocked down Highbury. Fact. 100% fact. Are we the team in the Big Six with the longest trophy drought? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Because Chelsea have won 2 trophies last season, so they are out. Liverpool have. Chelsea have. We talked Man City have. United have. United have won 2 trophies since Arteta has been here. And Spurs just won Europa League. So we are the team with the longest trophy drought of the Big Six, the so-called Big Six. We are the team with the longest trophy drought. Wenger fault for this top 4 bullshit. Oh, top 4 is a trophy. Don't even. Big up, George. Big up. If I can find this, I can end on this stream. Where is it? Trophy drought. Trophy drought on the Big Six. Trophy drought on the Big Six. Like, yeah, as of this season, at the end of the season, Arsenal are the ones. We haven't won a trophy in 5 years. Since last time we won FA Cup, if you are looking at it that way. So that is actually kind of insane. Big up, Natalie. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're feeling better and everything. Oh, we have hit 800 subscribers. Big up, people. Big up, people. Much appreciated. Thank you. Road to 900 begins right now. We are going strong. We are rising and we are growing as a community. We are going to keep spinning facts, keeping the club accountable, supporting Arsenal, and everything that comes with that. Big up, people. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for subscriptions. You are all fantastic. 4 years, 353 days since last won a trophy. But be patient, guys. Yeah. 4 years. Oh, freaking hell. Like, that is insane if you think about it. That is actually insane. That is actually kind of insane if you come to think of it. That is insane. You can even look at it this way. You can even look at it this way, by the way. Look at this stat. Look at this beautiful stat. Since the 21st century began, basically 2000, year 2000, Chelsea have won 21 trophies, Man City have won 20 trophies, United have won 16 trophies, Liverpool have won 17 trophies, and Arsenal have won, well, 9 trophies. Big up, Heroes. Thank you. Big up, people. Big up. Thank you for your love and your support. Big up to all of you. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Big up, Derek, as well. That's embarrassing for the size of the institution we are. Exactly. Exactly. That is embarrassing. Big up, Derek. Thank you so much. Big up. Much appreciate your support and everything. Like, it is actually insane. 9. Yeah, exactly. 9, lol. 6 of them are FA. 6 of them are FA Cups. Fun, isn't it? It's fun being an Arsenal fan. It's actually insane if you come to think of it. It is actually insane if you come to think of it. I'm kind of in disbelief if I put it in the numbers in that way. I'm actually in a bit of a disbelief, to say the least. See, Robo, gotta laugh about it. Exactly. If you don't laugh, you cry. Since we moved to the Emirates Stadium, next year marks 20 years, and all got to show for it was 4 FA Cups. Exactly. And let's not forget, next year in 2026, it's 140 years since Arsenal was established. 140 years. 1886 was the year. 140 years. Prepare for the merch releases. Big up Uganda. Big up Uganda. Worldwide. We are worldwide. We have Sweden, Uganda, Kenya, USA, England, Netherlands. Oh my God, South Africa, I would like to think as well, Australia, and we are all over the place. Being an Arsenal fan should be part of your CVs for the things we endure, 100%. It's not Arteta 2019. December 19, like, it's actually going to be same. Woolwich merch coming soon. Oh, 100%. Prepare for all of that. Arsenal are competing with Bayern for our FA Cups to their 2 UCLs in 14 leagues. Like, Belgium, yeah, big up Belgium as well. Big up Belgium. Big up people. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream today here. We've been live. We have chatted. We have talked. Thank you all so much for your support, for all the likes, for subs and everything. We are going on to bigger things. We are aiming for 900 right now. Still, the goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers before Premier League kicks off. It's still doable, and I'm very happy about it, that we are aiming to our goals and we are trying to achieve them. So big up, people. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have had a great time here. Hope to see you all tomorrow once again. If you haven't already, go check out. Today I did everything. I uploaded a YouTube video. I uploaded a YouTube short, I uploaded a TikTok, and of course I went live on stream. We are fourfold. If you haven't, go check all of that stuff out. But for today, I'm signing off. So take care, stay safe, have a nice evening. See you all tomorrow. Y'all are fantastic, and hopefully you have a great start of the week tomorrow. Peace.